Before we begin, I invite you to know that this meditation may feel a little different from others you've experienced. Rather than guiding you into rest and release, this time is an invitation into awareness, imagination, and gentle participation. As the words unfold, allow yourself to step into these images and reflections you hear, not as an observer, but as someone living within them. The pauses you encounter are not merely empty space. They're moments to notice what stirs within you, to feel where these images touch your own life, and to allow self-discipline to begin forming, not through effort, but through quiet recognition and grace. In the book of Proverbs, chapter 25, verse 28, we read, "Like a city whose walls are broken through is a person who lacks self-control." Now allow this image to gently form in your mind. Picture an ancient city, perhaps a city of gold and stone, surrounded by strong protective walls. These walls were not prisons, they were boundaries that allowed life inside the city to flourish. They kept out invaders, protected the vulnerable, and created a space where community could thrive. Imagine this same city with its walls broken down, crumbling, full of gaps and holes. Without these boundaries, anything can enter. Chaos, destruction, forces that do not have the city's well-being at heart. You too are like a city. Your inner life, your thoughts, emotions, desires, impulses. This is the sacred interior of who you are. And self-discipline. Self-discipline is not a harsh guard standing at the gate. It's the wall itself, the loving boundary that protects what's precious within you. Perhaps you have felt at times like a city with broken walls. Perhaps you know what it feels like when impulses surge through unchecked, when emotions overwhelm, when you act in ways that don't reflect who you truly want to be. And afterward, the regret, the judgment, the exhaustion of trying to rebuild walls that keep crumbling. In this moment, I invite you not to judge these experiences, but simply to notice them without trying to fix or change anything. Just acknowledge. Yes, I know what it feels like when my walls feel broken. Now here's a gentle truth. The walls of your inner city are not something you must rebuild alone through sheer will or force. These walls are being rebuilt stone by stone, by the Spirit working within you. Your part is not to strain or strive. Your part is to cooperate with this divine reconstruction. As you sit here now, imagine the presence of God as a master builder, gently, patiently, restoring the protective boundaries of your soul. Each stone represents a moment of choosing alignment over impulse, not through gritted teeth, but through peaceful awareness. And notice, even a city with broken walls is still a city. Even with gaps and vulnerabilities, the sacred interior remains. You are not defined by your lack of discipline. You're defined by the one who is restoring you. Let us move now to the Apostle Paul's words in 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verses 24 through 27. Do you not know that in a race all the runners run, but only one gets the prize? Run in such a way as to get the prize. Everyone who competes in the games goes into strict training. They do it to get a crown that will not last, but we do it to get a crown that will last forever. Therefore, I do not run like someone running aimlessly. I do not fight like a boxer beating the air. No, I strike a blow to my body and make it my slave, so that after I have preached to others, I myself will not be disqualified from the prize. Notice the language Paul uses here. He speaks of training, not forcing. He speaks of purpose, not punishment. He speaks of a race run with intention, not aimlessness. An athlete does not train by hating their body or fighting against themselves. An athlete trains by aligning every action with a clear purpose, a valued goal. This training is demanding, yes, but it flows from devotion, not self-contempt. I invite you now to consider, what do you truly value? Not what you think you should value, not what others expect of you, but in the deepest part of your being, what matters to you? What kind of person do you want to be? What kind of life do you want to live. Perhaps you value peace in your home. Perhaps you value integrity in your words. Or maybe you value being present with those you love. Perhaps you value serving others with a generous heart. Whatever arises for you, hold it gently. This is your prize, not a medal that fades, but a life aligned with what is eternally meaningful. Now notice something important. Self-discipline is this light. It is not about denying yourself or punishing yourself. Self-discipline is about training yourself to move toward what you truly value. When an impulse arises to react in anger, to numb with distraction, to say the unkind word, to avoid the hard conversation, you have a choice. Not to fight the impulse with white-knuckled resistance, but to notice the impulse, acknowledge it, and then choose to act in alignment with your values instead. Let's practice this now. Think of a recurring impulse in your life, something that pulls you away from who you want to be. It might be a pattern of avoidance, irritability, overindulgence, or distraction. Whatever it is, let it come to mind without judgment. Now simply notice this impulse, as if you were watching a cloud drift across the sky. There it is. You see it. You acknowledge its presence. But you are not the cloud. You are the sky. You are the one who observes. Say gently to yourself, I notice this impulse. It's here, and I can choose how to respond. Now bring to mind the value this impulse threatens to pull away from you. If the impulse is towards harsh words, perhaps your value is kindness. If it's towards avoidance, perhaps your value is courage or connection. Hold these two things together, the impulse and the value. The impulse may be strong, but your values are stronger, not because of your own force, but because they are anchored in something eternal. They are spirit grounded. This is sacred training. not running aimlessly, but running toward a prize that lasts forever. We arrive now at our final scripture passage, Paul's words in Galatians chapter 5, verses 22 and 23. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law. I invite you to gently notice where self-control appears in this list. It is not separate from love and joy and peace. It is woven together with them, part of them, same fruit, grown from the same root, nourished by the same Spirit. And notice what self-control is called here. Fruit. Not muscle, not willpower, not achievement, but fruit. Fruit is not forced. An apple tree doesn't strain and strive to produce apples. It simply receives sunlight, water, nutrients from the soil. And as it remains rooted and connected, fruit grows naturally. This is the great secret of true self-discipline. It is not something you manufacture through effort alone. It's something that grows within you as you remain connected to the source of all life. Perhaps you've been exhausted from trying to force discipline. Perhaps you've been trying to produce fruit through sheer determination, as if you could make an apple appear by squeezing a branch. Today, receive this gentle invitation. Stop striving. Start abiding. Your work is not to force the fruit. Your work is to stay connected to the vine. Your work is to create the conditions for growth through prayer, through presence, through returning again and again to center, and then to trust that the fruit will come in its season. Imagine now that you're a tree rooted deeply in rich, dark soil. The soil is the presence of God, nourishing, sustaining, providing everything you need. Feel your roots extending downward, drinking in grace, drawing up strength that you did not create, but can freely receive. Feel the warmth of sunlight on your branches, the light of divine love encouraging growth, calling forth what is already planted within you. And now imagine small buds beginning to form. These are the fruits of the Spirit. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and yes, self-control. You don't have to make these buds bloom. You simply stay connected. You simply receive. And in time, God's time, the fruit will ripen. Self-control is not a demand. It's a gift. It's the natural fruit of a soul that has learned to stay rooted in the source of all peace. As we begin to draw this meditation to a close, I invite you to take a moment to integrate all that you have received. You have seen yourself as a sacred city, with walls being restored, not through striving, but through cooperation with divine grace. You've embraced the image of sacred training, not aimless struggle, but purposeful movement toward what you truly value. And you have rested in the truth that self-control is fruit, something that grows naturally when you remain connected to Spirit. Perhaps there is one insight, one image, one phrase that has touched your heart today. Allow it to surface now. Hold it gently as you would hold something precious. This is your gift from this time of meditation. Carry it with you. Return to it when you feel the familiar pull of impulse and temptation to fight against yourself. And to remember that self-discipline is not suppression. It is alignment. It's not warfare against yourself. It is peaceful governance rooted in spirit-led formation. You are not alone in this sacred work. The one who began a good work in you will carry it to completion. Now begin to gently bring your awareness back to the present moment. Notice once more the breath flowing in and out of your body. Notice the surface beneath you, supporting you. Notice any sounds in the space around you. When you are ready, gently begin to move your fingers and toes. Perhaps roll your shoulders or turn your head from side to side. And in your own time, when it feels right, allow your eyes to softly open, returning fully to the room while carrying the peace of this meditation with you. As you return to the fullness of your day, I offer you this single gentle invitation. In the coming week, when you notice an impulse arising, whether toward impatience, distraction, harsh words, or any pattern that pulls you from your values, practice pausing. In that pause, instead of fighting the impulse, simply name it. I notice this impulse. Then ask yourself, what do I truly value in this moment? And from that place of awareness, choose your response. This is values-based living. This is sacred training. This is the fruit of self-control beginning to ripen in your life. Thank you for joining me in this sacred time of meditation. May the peace you have touched remain with you. May the walls of your inner city be restored with grace. May your training be purposeful and your fruit abundant. And remember, you are not alone in this journey. The Spirit who planted seeds of self-control within you is faithful to bring forth the harvest. From Enlighten You, transforming minds, empowering souls. And as always, peace, love, light, and unity.